In this video, I'll be talking about the open letter that SAMMY OKPOSO wrote to his wife, whether this is needed or not needed. So guys, today I'm going to be talking about SAMMY OKPOSO's open letter of apology to his wife and to the general public via social media. Okay, I'm going to be posting the letter here and we'll be talking about it briefly. So in this letter, he said, "Dear friends, I would like to call to your attention an unfortunate incident that happened." He said it happened during a recent trip that he had late 2021. We're in early 2022, so this unfortunate incident happened recently. He said, "I unfortunately got involved with a lady knowing is not appropriate as a minister of the gospel. It has caused pain to my dear wife, I, and my family." Skipping this. So, to my wife, I am sincerely sorry I put you through this. Your forgiveness of moral failure and poor judgment is important to me. I want to apologize to all fathers and mothers of the faith and ministers of the gospel, to those who follow my ministry and to those who know me closely. I am sorry for disappointing you as a relation of poor judgment and moral failure again. Okay, so that's what the letter read in a nutshell. Okay, very good, very nice. So people commented and said, "Oh, he's a very good man of God. Like, it takes a very mature man to come online to apologize publicly. It takes a very responsible man. It takes a man that is sober to come online to apologize publicly. Men are cheaters in nature. Forgive him. This one, that one." Fine, no problem. I am not arguing. But just imagine as somebody that we respect. Who do we even respect like this SAMMY OKPOSO? Someone like Snatch now comes and writes this same letter like this, in this format like this. Are we going to be saying the same thing? Number one, he came and said that he wants to apologize for an unfortunate incident. Bro, it is not an incident, and it is not the first time that we hear that this man carries women, he cheats and sleeps with choir and things like that. It's not an incident. It's not an accident. It's not an incident. It is a conscious thinking. It is what you have been doing. You didn't meet that lady that day for one night stand. It's a relationship that has been going on and on and on and on. Maybe you now went to US and slept in her house and got caught, or she got pregnant for you and you got caught. It is you're apologizing now because you got caught, and maybe your wife threatened to expose you publicly. That's fine. Now, you now said something about poor judgment. Who, like, you want to apologize for your poor judgment? That means you met somebody. When you're saying like you want to apologize for poor judgment, that means that you met somebody, you have high expectations of them and they did not live up to your expectations. So what does that mean? Does that even make sense, like, to me? But if the roles were reversed, guys, if it was a woman that we look highly up to, maybe like Dr. Labio, that came out like this and wrote this confident letter, we would be saying the same thing. Won't we say, she belongs to the street, she's a prostitute, she's this, she's that? Our double standard in Africa is too much. It's too much. I'm not judging anybody. I'm not saying this is how it should be, because I myself, I'm not perfect. We all have our own on our body. I'm not casting stone. But really, to where is human, to forgive is divine. I hope it changes his ways. I hope it changes his habits. But if it was a woman that came forward to post this thing, we would be saying the same thing. A woman coming to social media to confess that she cheated on her husband, would we pardon her the way we have pardoned this man? Okay? But it is well. I just really wish them well in their marriage. I wish that things would be resolved. I wish, because the greatest thing that a man of God, a popular figure, especially popular figures, if you cannot control your sexual urge or your sexual weakness, it might be hard for you, because no matter where you are, if you're at a level, even if you're a child of God or you do alternate music and things like that, all these women will still come and entice you. You still meet different women. But it just takes the grace of God to be able to focus, and that's the truth of the matter. In almost every church, this issue has happened, of maybe a choir leader doing things, doing that, but it takes the grace of God. So really, that's just my stand about it. But I just wish this standard was the same with a woman. I just really wish. Because if it was the wife that came forward, or if it is these people that we look up to that came forward to say, it's me, oh, I cheated, or unfortunate incident happened. And now, if incident happen, it's just like a car driving on the road. Another car is not coming from one way. You not mistakenly jam the car. That's incident. But when you can see the car and the car can see you, is that incident or intentional? Okay, I'm not going to say too much about it. I just really hope that, just to pray for that. I just hope you will pray for that grace to be able to control his urges. Because fine, these people will go on tour for like months, for weeks, and they will not see their partners, and they just get carried away, or they will just be close to somebody. Maybe this person is writing their song for them, this person is close to them in a way, and they cannot control their emotion. They end up doing things. But just pray for grace. If you know you cannot control your urge, carry your wife like this, put her under your armpit, and let her be going with you everywhere. So if this thing happened to you, if Konji catch you, you will take your wife and do whatever you please. Okay? So this is where really. Just have a nice day, guys. Love you guys.